This is Second Chance Sailing's take on Big Clive doing marine. Somebody sent me a jabsco water pump. We'll just say jabsco company. I'm going to strip it down and we'll see what's up with it. You've got 6 screws on the outside. We'll take the 6 screws out. I'm sorry my hands aren't as manicured as Big Clive's. We've got Big Don next to us, he's supervising all this lot.
Yeah,
so we've got a screwdriver. I know Clive always puts these gently. Whoa! 1 screw. 2 screws. The brass screws, flatheads on them, should be, it's 40 years old. This pump, it's jabsco, forgot what number it was. What number was it? Have we got a number? We've got it's a model 6640 200. How much, Don, to buy?
400 quid.
£400 for these pumps. Not doing bad, are they? Right, on this front cover, it's got rotation, so you can't really go wrong. So it can rotate either way. So, cover, there'll always be a mark on the back where the impeller has been rubbing. Don't worry about that. The first thing to do is actually check whether it's straight. And we have checked this and it is straight. Then you've got a gasket. Be very careful with this gasket. Because it cost, how much, Don?
About £4 or £5.
£5 for that gasket. Another rip-off, I know. You can make it have a cornflakes box, no worries. Right. Impeller is held in with a grub screw with a Allen key. We're going to take that out. But above it there's a little cam. The cam actually causes the impeller blades to flip over, and depending on which rotation you go in, it will actually suck the water in all the way around and push it up back into the engine like it's supposed to do. But first thing we'll do is, let me just get this back round a bit and get it straight. Find out which end's got the Allen key on it. First thing we're going to do is take this cam out. That's held in place with just 1 screw in the top. I don't know how good this is going to come out. Right, now you should be able to get this out. We don't really want to be forcing this out, but gently pull it out. As long as you're not scratching anything and you're not damaging the impeller. Where's the big pliers? Where's my big pliers? I could have had this out in 5 seconds with a big pair of pliers. What are these? Clive wouldn't use anything like that. Anyway, we'll pull this out. It's just a half moon shaped piece of brass. Remember, there's a little mark on the back of it that locates into a washer. I'll show you later on. So it's quite easy to get this back in. Just force one of them down. You can get it in quite easy. Not likely to be any wear on that because it's only rubber that's going on it. But clean it up and grease it next when you put it back in. Just check that the grub screw with the Allen key is level with the hole that you've just removed the screw which was holding this in place. Get your Allen key. You'll have to find out what sizes they are because it's not a metric one anyway. And as you see, you can go inside it. Better if you've got a decent toolkit. If you're not like Don and you've got 50 pence worth of tools, you'll have a screwdriver that's an Allen key screwdriver set that will actually do this in seconds. But the idea is to keep turning this. Now I know most people stop at this stage, but I won't. I'll keep going. Keep turning. You can see the Well, you can see it, you can see the grub screw coming out. It goes all the way through, but you don't want to keep screwing and screwing until it comes too far out the other side. You can actually see it's riding up at the moment. Like I say, with a decent set of Allen key screwdrivers, you'd have had this out in 5 seconds. But we don't do things like that at second chance sailing. We like to do it hard, don't we? Don't we, Don?
We do.
Hey. So when you get this all the way out, we're almost there. I hope this camera's doing a decent job. Keep turning until it drops out. There we go. There's the part. Again, even a part like that is not going to be cheap and it's going to be very hard to get hold of. So don't lose anything. Impeller, be very gentle. You should be able to just prise it up. You're not going to do any damage on the inside of it. It's at this stage you'll probably find out if yours is giving you trouble that you've either got a couple of these missing. But on this one, it is a good one. It's well greased. You need to put plenty of grease on this because you run it even for 30 seconds without any water or grease, you're going to wear it away very quickly. And again, how much are the impellers done?
14 pounds.
£14. It fits on either way. Yeah, fits on either way. There's no cams or anything on the shaft. It's just a round shaft, so it just fits on. Behind the impeller, there's a brass washer. There's a cutout at the bottom of the brass washer. Don't know actually why it has a cutout on the bottom of the brass washer, do you?
Nope, no idea.
There's a pin right at the very, very top of the brass washer. I was just told you I was going to show you. You might be able to see on there. There's actually a pin on the washer. Now that pin locates to the little cutout on the cam. So when the cam goes in, it stops the washer from rotating. Again, somebody might be able to tell us, but we don't know why there's a cutout. Well, we're actually glad there's a cutout because it helps you getting it out, but you wouldn't need that anyway. So gently take this out. You could say this is a seal, but it's brass, and again, with the cutout, it's not going to do much sealing around the seal below it. You can only put this in one way because there is only a little indentation sticking out one side and sticking in the other. So that's that. Inside here there's a seal with an O-ring on the outside of it. So you have to gently take this. I won't take it out because you just put this new one in. Gently take this O-ring out, and then the inner part is the seal. Take the seal out. The seal's got a spring round it, like most oil seals have. There's nothing wrong with this. This is actually 100% perfect, but for some reason the pump just wasn't working. So we've got to investigate it further. There's certainly no water leaking out of the back part. While it was running, we checked that, but it just would not pump. We had the rotation, like we told you. Depending on which way it's rotating from the front, because you'll have the pulley on there and the fan belt is actually fitted on there. Where's the pulley gone? Blue pulley? It's in there. We've not had it out here. We'll just get the pulley. Well, we might just get the pulley.
Oh, it's here.
Don't forget we're at sea at the moment, so it might rock about a bit. Alright, no, that was me. Right, here's the pulley. This is the pulley that goes on it. Now, we had a lot of trouble with the pulley. It lined up most of the time perfectly alright, but their way of fixing it to the shaft, the pulley, whether you had it this way round or that way round, it didn't really matter. That just helped us align the belt up better on this particular engine. But if we presumed that it was actually going this way round, which I would have thought it would have done from the factory, we've no idea of knowing because there's not much information on this. There was just a screw fitted through the top, and all the screw did was touch the inner brass part. And what was happening a lot of the time was it was actually spinning. The pulley was spinning because the screw was coming loose. The pulley was spinning, which meant the pump wasn't working. But that wasn't our problem anyway. So, but to get around that, we've actually drilled all the way through. And with this being brass, it was quite easy to drill all the way through the. You can see on the flat. You can see the flat part here where the original screw was just pressed against. But that wasn't going to hold it very. I suppose it would have held it. The simple reason is the pump's never actually going to stop unless it seizes up. In that case, you wouldn't really be bothered. But to get around that, we drilled all the way through it, and we put a nut and bolt through it, which means that when we put this on with a nut and bolt in it, this will turn, and the pump will certainly turn, and the pump did turn perfectly alright. I can see now that I would have said that it would have gone on backwards. Simple reason is, if you notice there, when I put that on there, they wouldn't have made them two parts touching like that, no chance. Also, you're still going to have to be very careful because this seal on the back here is still touching the back, so you still have to pull it a little bit away. We had it all set up properly anyway, and it still didn't work. So we're going to investigate further. But I hope that shows you something about the Jabsco water pump. What do we think about Jabsco water pumps, Don?
Rubbish.
Rubbish! What have we got on now?
Stevens Swedish one.
A Stevens Swedish pump, and it pumps absolutely brilliant. And it's probably about as old as this Jabsco one. How anybody can be asking, yeah, your seal's falling out already. How anybody can ask you £400 for one of these, I have no idea. But this is just my take on Big Clive doing Jabsco water pumps. He'd probably do a better job. We could do with sending him one. So from Second Chance Sailing, it's bye for now.